Let's get to Aaron Rodgers, Rob. We kind of joked around about him earlier. How'd you feel? You know, a lot of people, everybody saw the highlights. Obviously, they dismantled the Bears this weekend. And after he scored a running touchdown, he had 2 passing touchdowns and 1 running.
Right, that iced the game. The run.
The run iced the game. And I guess some woman in the crowd flipped him, the
double
bird. Yeah, the double bird. And he went off. He was like, I own you. I still own you. Every day of my life, I own you. And threw it an expletive.
But you can hear it, though, Chris. Like, if you watch the video.
Right. Yep. I heard it live when he was
did you hear it live?
Watching the game. Yeah, just watching the game. You could tell.
I was in the sports book, so I couldn't hear it. But when I watched, the clips and stuff like that, I could clearly hear it. It wasn't somebody making up a old wise tale, like
no.
It was
he was done. And I'm gonna say this. There's a part of me, it was cool. I like trash talk, as long as it doesn't go beyond, the pale. But I'm all for that. I like Aaron's attitude. After the game, he kind of smiling about it, laughing about it, and so I like all that. But there's another part of me, Rob, and I got to be honest. He was punching down. Like, you own the Bears, okay? Who doesn't? I mean, the Bears have been I know they're historic. And all that, George Halas.
That's your rival, though, Chris.
The Bears franchise.
The Bears and Packers are a rival, though.
Right, because everybody in the division, I don't think you'd call Detroit a rival, but Minnesota and Chicago, right? They're kind of your rivals. But, Rob, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was punching down. Can you admit that?
No.
Like, if LeBron goes, if the Lakers go to Toronto and LeBron drops 38, and is in the crowd like, I own you. I still own you. Every day of my life, I own you. Wouldn't it be like, okay.
No, the difference, though.
Own the Bucks. Own the Nets. All right, own one of them.
No, the difference, though,
great. You own the Raptors.
It is, I think, when you look at certain, it's like the Michigan, to me, like Michigan, Ohio State. Like Ohio State owns Michigan. And they're going to play it up every single chance they get. And the Bears, their rivalry goes back like 100 years or something. Like, it's a long-standing, monsters of the Midwest and the Bears and the Chicago, and the Green Bay Packers and the snow monsters and the frozen tundra. Yeah, and all that. There's a real long history. And I don't think it was always like that. I don't think the Packers have always liked the Bears early on. It wasn't.
In the 60s, the 50s.
Right. I know. It's been a while.
That's 70 years ago. I mean, really.
But
the Bears have been bad. Rodgers is 22-3 against the Bears.
No, it's been unbelievable, to be honest.
So, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is not the Bears. Yes, they won it in 85. I mean, even that, Rob, was almost 40 years ago. But they've been a bad team since then. And I get it. You're right. If we go way back to the days of Dick Butkus and
it's right.
Vince Lombardi, then maybe back then it was a little bit of a battle. But he's 22-5. 22-5 against the Bears.
22-5. But I just loved his energy, after week 1, people were questioning whether or not he's in. He got so emotional, excited when they beat the 49ers in San Francisco in that game. And then to see him, he did the discount double check, which I haven't seen in years. Have you? When he scored the touchdown, he was on his knees.
Yeah, I saw him do it.
I haven't seen him do that in years. I'm not even kidding. So I don't know. What made him feel like so great about it, and then
it was
I don't know.
Bears.
I don't know if the fan didn't do that.
Bears.
Yeah, but I don't know if the fans didn't do that. If he would have done it, I think it was just one of those moments. You know what I mean? Like, you look up and you see this woman in the crowd, and she's sticking her middle fingers at you, saying, F you, Aaron Rodgers. So what if you're going to beat us? We can't stand you.
But, so when LeBron goes to Toronto this year or Boston and drops, a 40-piece and is like, I own you. Every day of my life, I own you. You're going to be like, yeah, I love it.
Nah,
Cool,
I don't
right?
look at it the same. That's a rivalry.
Well, Boston, I mean, by your standards, L.A. Boston obviously is a rivalry.
Nah,
Back in
but
the
it
day,
ain't. LeBron's been here for a cup of coffee and a sweet roll. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has played 27, played in 27
but he's a Laker
games.
now. He's been a Laker now for a few years.
How many games have they played against each other? I don't take it the same
So
way.
is there a team? Is there a middle of the road team that LeBron could go to, talk that type of trash, and you'd be like, that was cool? I mean, if you talk that against Milwaukee, against Brooklyn, it's okay. So he was in Cleveland. Who was a rivalry? Indiana. So he goes to Indiana. Yeah, he had a rivalry with Paul George and them in Indiana when he was in Miami and Cleveland. So if he goes to Indiana and they're middle of the road, middling selves, and he's in the Hoosier Dome or wherever they played, what's the Conseco Fieldhouse, and he's killing them. He Malcolm Brogdon's got nothing for him. Domantas Sabonis can't handle him. And he's like, I own you. You cool with that?
I would just, you'd have to give me more. I mean, I just don't have a feel for another
lengths
team.
that Rob Parker will go to.
I just don't have a feel for any other team is what I'm saying. The LeBron scenario that you're painting, I don't have one. If he had dominated somebody, really that was their division.
What about, okay, how about Tom Brady against the Jets?
It'd have to be
how about Tom Brady against the Jets? Why not? Division rival?
The Jets haven't done anything, but that whole division.
Have the Bears?
Yes, they won a division. They went to the Super Bowl.
That was 1985.
No,
bro.
they didn't. They went with the other quarterback. They went to the Super Bowl against Peyton Manning in 2001.
Yeah, Lovie Smith.
Who's the quarterback? The little
Rex
guy.
Grossman was
Rex
the quarterback.
Grossman was the quarterback.
Lovie was the coach.
What year was that, Rob G?
That was
they went
a
to
long
the Super
time
Bowl
ago, too. That was like 2010, was it?
Yeah, that's 10 years ago. You acting like they knew.
The Jets were good. Hold on. We talked about how many straight AFC championship games did the Jets
but they
make?
never got to the Super Bowl. All I'm saying is
stop it.
You're making it like the Bears never did anything. You're like,
when Tom Brady goes
1985, they went to the Super Bowl in the 2000s.
Now I feel even worse about what Rodgers did. Because if Tom Brady went to New York with the Jets and was like, I own you. Every day of your life, I owe you. You know, it would be sad.
And you know what Jets would say?
It would be downright sad.
You're right. You do because you had the videotape. That's why. That's
the only reason.
That's why Eric Mangini made us think about it. Yeah, you're right. You do own us. You own us and our practice and our defensive signals. You're right.
All right.